Hi friends, MD Vegan. My breakfast time is there again. I make a fruit salad, this time of apples and pears and grapes. That's a very simple thing here to get. I'm in Berlin in Germany. We get always apples and pears and grapes almost. Yeah, luckily. But so available fruit, and I have some nuts and some dressing. That's I compose my recipes with 3 parts. Yeah. And that makes it a little bit more interesting, and you only have 2 ingredients. So 3 is the minimum. Can be part or ingredient. It's very simple. But that helps me to get going. I make a new recipe every day for this channel, for you, to make it easier to really enjoy the full vegan, the diet, the plant-based diet with all the plants that are edible for us. They can be in dishes. Yeah. And to make it exciting, I have this pattern, take 3 I call it. And so the main part of the fruit salad here, the 3 elements here, grapes, apples, pears, simple. The second part is a dressing. And today I have, and the third part is some nuts. Yeah, basically, I'll show you in a moment. But the first, the dressing, is also evolved, yeah, is a little bit more sophisticated than the first one. I had a lemony cashew cream, that was really nice. The lemon zest makes it really nice flavor and is super healthy too. The zest, if you can use it on the lemon, the outside, the yellow color, wow, it's a lot better. Sometimes it's too bitter, but with this dressing, cashew nuts, bananas, and then the zest. That is so super. But today I don't take cashew nuts, I take cashew yogurt. That's the next level. Yeah? Here I have 3 tablespoons, big tablespoons of cashew yogurt. How to make the cashew yogurt, I show you in another video, but it's easy. Basically you blend cashews with water, a little bit of bacteria, acidophila they are called, yogurt bacteria cultures. You don't, just a tiny little bit, and then you have a large amount of yogurt next day. So that the video is linked under this video. You can watch how to do it. It's very easy. So bananas, 3 bananas, small bananas here, not too much. It's 1.5 cups maybe sliced. They go in first. Because the yogurt by itself, it would be a little bit heavy. And with the bananas, you have this nice creaminess and runniness at the same time. This cashew yogurt, as you can see, is pretty thick and creamy, like a Greek yogurt almost. It's wonderful. It's a very, if you wait until you eat it for a week or so, you can eat it the next day, but if you wait for a week, it gets more and more thick and creamy and tart. The yogurt is very nice for the intestines. It is healing. It gives you the healthy gut bacteria. Yeah. That we need for our immune system. The most of our immune system is in the intestines, and the yogurt makes it healthy. It's a wonderful way to get healthier if you have a little bit of thing with the intestines, with the and so on. So yogurt is wonderful for that. It's also this nice tart flavor, a little bit sour too. And this sour I build on in the lemony cashew yogurt cream here. I have a half lemon. I know lemony cashew cream would use whole lemon, but as the yogurt is already sour, I have only half lemon, but the zest of the whole lemon, that is the zest, yeah? And 4 or 5 dates to balance the sour flavor. So the sour flavor comes from the lemon flesh, and the lemony flavor comes from the zest. And that is the most important part of the lemon, health-wise and flavor-wise. The lemony flavor comes from the zest. That happens to be also the most nutritious part. The lemon inside the sour is antioxidant. It's also very healthy. It helps the other ingredients from getting yellow, dark, to decay. Antioxidants help from wasting, the other ingredients from wasting. So this dressing would turn brown without a lemon. You blend bananas, they turn brown after a time because they waste. But with a lemon, they keep fresh. That's also nice with a lemon. So a little bit of water I put in, just a tiny amount. I don't want to have it too runny. Blender dance. I just make the first blending here because even the dates, they need a second blending because they are firm and dried. So the first blending breaks it down into small pieces. Now it soaks a little bit. It's very fast after the first blending. I already see the texture is perfect. I don't need more water. But one more blending would be nice, but let's taste it. That's very nice. It tastes nice, lemony. I don't need more lemon, so half a lemon is okay. I let it sit for a moment, and now I'll quickly show you my main ingredients for the fruit salad. So here, apples and pears. 1 apple, 1 pear, as I told you. 1 pear, 1 apple. Depends on the size, you know. Doesn't matter. Fruit salad keeps me full for some time. Here, the same amount of grapes again. Yeah. But not because of the fruit so much, because of the nuts. The fruit has a lot of sugar, and that is healthy sugar. That gives me energy boost, like a firework of colors with the fruit. Energy, direct, easy digestible, very good. But what keeps me going are the nuts. And here I put 2 kinds of nuts in there. I have some hazelnuts, small handful, and some walnuts. So they have fat, and fat, yeah, I keep some out for decoration. Yeah, keep some of the hazelnuts and walnuts out for decoration. So the fat is usually broken down into glucose, into smaller parts. Yeah, fat is a large molecule, and the glucose is a smaller one. The glucose, the sugar, is from the fruit, is that what burns in most of our cells. So most of our other nutrients, like the protein and the fat, they get broken down, digested, and then they can be burned as sugars in the cells. The rest goes into storage. So the fat, the nuts, is that what keeps me going for some time. When I would only eat fruit, I had to eat a huge amount of fruit to get going. Yeah. And some raw food people, they love mostly fruit, they eat only fruit and don't mix nuts with it. You can do that, but then you have to eat all the time. They also say that. They say, yeah, that is the natural diet from the apes in the forest. They all eat all the time. That's what they say. I don't know if it's true, but to me that makes not so much sense. I mean, I do it sometimes. I only eat fruit, but most of the time I add some nuts because that keeps me going. I don't have to eat all the time. But up to you, you like. I put usually some nuts in there. It's super healthy, and there's nothing against it from the health perspective. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a little bit heavier to digest, of course, but that doesn't matter to me. I'm a healthy guy. No problem with digestion, so that is good. And here are bananas, and that is something I put into fruit salads oftentimes because the banana is so-called the neutral element of the fruit salads. It is in between the crunchy and the runny. So the runny is the grape, and the crunchy is the apple, maybe, in between the banana. And the color also is pretty light. It is sweet, not too sour. It's in the middle. So for a fruit salad, from the texture, that is a nice one to balance the other textures. If you have a fruit salad only with apples, it can be a little bit dull. Yeah, only these crunchy ingredients. So banana makes it very nice and balanced. So I oftentimes put bananas in a fruit salad. Now I go back to my dressing. One more blender dance. So these lemony dressings, I have 2 now, the Lemony Cashew cream and the Lemony Cashew yogurt cream. These are really amazing because the lemon flavor, the lemony flavor, really lifts the other flavors up. It's wonderful for a fruit salad when it's a little bit sour, the dressing. Yeah, here you see it's creamy, it's runny, it's light. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. I like this color for fruit salads. Yeah, sometimes I make something with a dark blue color with blueberries or cherries or so, goji berries or orange color. Can also be nice, but most of the time I like it like this, so more red. So it depends, yeah. That's my favorite here. These light colors. To put the ingredients, the color of the ingredients from the apples, the pears, and the grapes and so the nuts. They have all different colors. That makes fruits so fantastic. These are all these colors. They're all nutrients. Very important. That makes these colors a little bit stand out. If you have the light background color from the dressing, the other colors can be seen and can also play. If there is one dark or bright color in the dressing, all the other colors go into the background. I'd rather have it the other way around, but that depends also. It's similar to the bananas. The bananas play a similar role for the textures in the salad. Also the neutral element, to have the others stand out. And the color of the dressing is a little bit like what the texture of the banana is for the other ingredients. So both a little bit the neutral element to connect the others and to make them stand out. Because that's, after all, what cooking is to me. It's combining ingredients to create something that is more than its parts. I think that that fits nice, shows it nice, says it nice what I'm doing here. It's basically a combining of ingredients, and when I create something and the parts are better by itself, why would I cook it? Yeah. Why could I could eat an apple by itself? And with it would be better, why would I cook it? Why would I combine it? Only if the combination of the ingredients makes something more, helps the ingredients to stand out, or this, then cooking is worth it, I would say. Very simple idea, I guess. I guess I like this idea. Yeah. It also shows that if you put work into a fruit salad, it is cutting an apple, for example, cleansing it, bringing it into small pieces, slices and so on, triangles. This is a lot of work you put in a single fruit. If the fruit by itself is nice to eat anyway, so why would I cook it? Why would I cut it? Why would I do all that? I could just take the apple and eat it. Yeah, but when you cut the apple, it gets so much more surface, for example. You have a huge amount of apple all of a sudden. I always think that eating an apple is nice, but when I go to my desk sometimes, I cut an apple into maybe slices or so, and dribble some lemon juice on top so that it keeps its shape and its color. And then I munch away the apple. I could also take the apple and take it in one and bite it from the apple and enjoy, but on the desk, having some sliced apples there, that is nicer somehow. Both has its little thing, but that's why I cook, to make something more than it. And it is even in cutting an apple. That already shows the idea of cooking. You make something more of it, of the same ingredient. And as we have this plant-based diet now, the veganism becoming more and more known. Here, a little decoration on top makes it beautiful to watch, you see. So it's a nice visual effect. Here you see all these colors inside standing out. The red even there from the apple is there. It's all there in a little bit. Since we have this vegan movement all around the planet, we learn more and more about how fascinating plants are that we can eat. They are so amazing, and in our regular life in an industrialized country, we go to the supermarket, get the ingredients, and the researcher, they said, most people eat around 40, 50, 60 different plants a year, altogether, different plants. But the indigenous people, they eat 2,000 to 3,000 a year. So what a difference. You see, our lifestyle has really some great advantages because we're industrialized. Also some big downsides, and the vegan movement shows us so much we can win. And to make another recipe every single day allows me really to explore this great wealth we have from Mother Nature. All the different plants to enjoy. Maybe you like that too. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like my video, subscribe. Have another recipe every single day, and be vegan for you. And also on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.